Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's see, how do I see this? Mic check. I'm trying out something new. So if you can hear me, type 1, please. I don't even know if I'll be able to see it, but how do I see my comments? One, two. Can't see my stream on YouTube. Maybe that's what I should do. See my comments. Oh, now I can see it. 1, 2. That's what I should do. Oh. We turn this down. I got some lag time on YouTube. 1, 2, 1, 2. Can y'all still hear me? 1, 2, 1, 2. Why is this trailing behind? Y'all bear with me, please, because I'm trying to I got it on YouTube, and for me to see it over here, I got this lag time. Strange. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to rock and roll. It'll come out how it come out. Okay, because I'm using up my battery life on my mic. Okay. Manifestation is a hot topic, but I want to give you some real meat to chew on. So y'all bear with me if I don't catch your comments, because when I'm looking over here on my screen, watching the YouTube feed, is way behind me on Zoom. So, and what's going to happen is this. I'm going to leave this up for a little while. I'm going to take this video down and I'm going to put it up on my other channel, 720 Astrology. And I'm asking my subscribers over here on this channel to go over and subscribe to 720 Astrology, because this is where it's going to be and where I'm going to start doing my astrology videos. And manifestation ties right into astrology because it's a science that of timing. So when you're manifesting, you need to know what time you're in, what time it is, as in what cycle you're in. So this is just going to be something real brief. It's just a opening volley into the world of manifestation from my perspective, my humble perspective. And so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to try to share my screen. So you're going to kind of get the experience of what it's like when I do a reading too, because I write on the screen while I'm doing readings. So let's pull this up, the whiteboard. Okay. And hopefully my stylus is going to be working today. The first thing I have, like the title says, 6 things I want to talk about. And hopefully this mic will hold up. 6 things. First thing is that we are in the year. Come on, Jamal. Come on, where's your eraser? Get your game together. Okay, this is the year 2022. So the first thing we want to talk about with 2022 is that, as you know, this adds up to 6 in simple numerology. Now, the number 6 means partly that things are formed, okay? So I'm going to go and refer to the Bible here. And in the book of Genesis, we see that Yahweh completes his work on the 6th day. Okay. Now, day in Hebrew and Arabic is Yom. Now, Yom really means a cycle. So the 6 days is referring to 6 cycles. Okay. Either way, the main takeaway here is that 6 is that when we get to that 6, there's some type of completion. All right. In your birth chart, there are 6 houses that are completed before you go out into the world. And those 6 houses represent your underworld. Okay. By the time you get to the 6th house, you are in the sign of Virgo in the natural chart. Virgo rules the 6th house. And 6, as it relates to Virgo, deals with cultivation. If we think about agriculture, the 1st house is the seed, Aries. The 6th house is the cultivation of the seed, Virgo, so that it now can go to market, Venus, 7th house. So we see this tie-in in the book, the first book, as an astrological tie-in. That's astrology that's being conveyed. On the 6th day, the work was done. On the 7th, there was rest. Okay. So the 6th is completion. 6 houses of personal development. Now, let's go further with this number 6. In Kabbalah, we have the 6th sphere is Tiferet. Let me pull it out. Tiferet is the 6th sphere, okay? And that coincides with the sun, all right? Now, what's significant about Tiferet is that It is the joining place of the supernals, which is the above, okay, with that is, which is below, which is the mundane. So so Tifereth joins as above with so below. Okay. In Hebrew, Va, Yod, He, Va, He, Va. Va equals 6. Okay. Now, Va, as it relates to 6 in what's called theosophic numerology, is the affinity. Now, affinity is this word again, relates to being perfect. Perfect, okay? And perfect in etymology means per, go ahead, and fect means make. Okay? So 6 represents that something has come out. That the two previous Yod, He have gone on, which is talking about polarities. It is masculine and feminine. Yod is masculine, He is feminine, have gone ahead to do something, to make something, and that is perfect. So 6 is Va, Yod, He, Va. Okay? Got all that. We're going to erase this. We're going to keep going with this number 6. Okay? As we go further into the symbolism behind this thing. Okay? Okay. The next thing is that if we look at the number 6, the number 6 looks like the letter B. Okay? B, which is, hopefully y'all still with me and can hear me. B is the first letter in some key words. One being birth. The other being bear. I'm mixing up lowercase, uppercase, damn. Okay, bear. The 6 also looks like, and y'all excuse my art, but I'm dealing with a limited medium here, but I'm gonna try to draw something. That's supposed to be a pregnant woman. Okay. B, belly. The number 6, remember 6 is Va. Something has been birthed from Yod and He. Okay. 6 looks like the letter B. There's clues there of something greater. B as in birth, B as in bear, B as in belly. Okay. I put all this together in my head to come to the conclusion that 2022 is a year of birth. Ultimately, it's a birthing year. Okay. When we have a birth, y'all still with me? Somebody give me a 1, just please. Just make sure that y'all can still hear me and I ain't just floating around in the ethers. whenever it catches up, because the YouTube is lagging behind Zoom. So somebody give me a 1 whenever you hear it. Okay, I see somebody. Thank you, Lady Al. I know by you commenting, I know you can still hear me. Okay, good. Okay. So whenever there's a birth, there will be, first of all, when there's bearing, when there's any bearing of something, carrying, you know, as in a life, there has to be water. And when it is time for the birth, then the water will burst. Why is it so important right now for us to be having this conversation? It's because this is a year, not just theoretically, it literally is a year of birth and of water, because these two planets, this is Jupiter and this is Neptune, they are doing something rare. They are forming a conjunction. That symbol means conjunction in the sign of Pisces. Okay. Now, this only happens every 166 years. It's happening this year in April. So Jupiter expands things, makes them big. Neptune dissolves. It's water. So there's excess water. Ties in again to the concept of this being a year of birth. All right. The number 6 also coincides with the word sex, because 6 is and is the same as like sextile. Sex means 6. So astrologically, whenever you have a sextile, it is of the nature of the planet Venus. The sextile aspect in astrology is of the nature of Venus. And Venus, see how this thing, Venus is 2 symbols combined. Venus is actually the same symbol as the Ankh. It's Venus. And what that symbol is showing is spirit, this circle, combined with matter. Okay? Venus is the ultimate symbol of life, because Venus is about love, amongst other things. Love. And the love is the necessary ingredient to create life. So Venus combines spirit with matter and creates desire, so that between those two, something else can emerge. All right. So that's one thing, first thing to know before manifesting, is to understand the significance of the year that we're in and the energy patterns and frequencies that are behind this year. Why this year is so monumental. I need to find my plug in case this thing tries to shut off. But either way, we're just going to keep going until it does. All right. Next thing, number 2. What needs to be known is that leisure should be the center of your life. And I know everybody's different, but what I'm going to do is go into the real meaning of leisure, because when we look at the real meaning of leisure, we'll see why I say this should apply to everybody. Make leisure the center of your life. Become a true elitist, because an elitist is someone who experiences, indulges in, and appreciates leisure. Now, here's the thing. Leisure is not what we necessarily think it is. Leisure is not taking a trip to Monaco. Leisure is not going to lie on the beaches of Cabo or whatever. We've been conditioned to think that is leisure. I want to read you something about this word. I want to go to where I wrote it down, because I don't like that. Okay. The word leisure ties into the word school. When you look up the etymology of the word school, it means seize, hold, have, pause. Greek, skydios, holding briefly on the spur of the moment. French, esquisse, skull. And then this word, as you go through the tree of transliteration, we get this word. School breaks down to this, okay? And it is defined by this word. Leisure. Leisure. Which in ancient Greece, keyword ancient, was largely devoted to discussion, hence school. So from the word leisure, we get this word. The true meaning of leisure is to learn. It's to learn. What am I trying to say here? When we're manifesting, and this is going to lead into number 3 on the list. Number 3. One of the secrets is to keep the why at the forefront. I used to tell this the same thing to my people when I was personal training. I know you want to lose some weight. I know you want to be fit and all this, but why? And so I would sit and drill people about why. Because I got a class reunion coming up. Garbage. It ain't going to work. Because I'm getting married. Garbage. It ain't going to work. I'm going on vacation. No, I want to get to the why. A why that's going to be sustainable. A why that's going to hold you. What I'm trying to say is, by everyone coming to an understanding of what leisure really means, then you start peering into the world of what it is to be an elitist. During spring break, my children were out on spring break. We took them to the Perot Museum. Okay. And you should see the people. You were there amongst elitists because they were trying to give their children experiences that other children probably won't have. Exciting their minds, looking at exhibits and interactive stuff and all that. That is true elitism. Because the people who control our reality are about experience. They know the true meaning of leisure. They're constantly trying to learn things. And we are given leisure as MTV Cribs. How many pair of shoes Shaq got? Or Pimp My Ride. You know, back in the day, we used to watch that with Exhibit and all these different things of leisure. Of uh, I'm taking a trip here and look at me. I'm on Instagram. That's not leisure. Those are trinkets. That is luxury. That's not leisure. If you're trying to manifest a reality that allows you to have leisure, meaning you have the comfort to not always be scrapping for a coin to try to get by, and you're looking to manifest a reality where you have the freedom to pursue leisure, now we talking about something. And this leads me into number 3, because what I'm trying to say is this. Part of manifestation is not about manifesting things and stuff. It's about manifesting a state. Now, what do I mean by that? Not manifesting things, but manifesting states. There's a difference. Okay, in Hebrew, the number 1, grammatically, the number 1 is an adjective. The word for 1, I think it's wahad. Or I may be thinking Arabic. Wahad. Okay, but either way, it is, I think wahad is the same in Hebrew and Arabic. Okay, 1 is an adjective. Okay, the numbers 2 through 10 are nouns. Okay, and then above that all is 0 is a verb. Now that is giving up. There is so much contained in this. Okay, the character Eve coincides with 0. She's potential. Okay, thus Eve equals life. All right, so when we pull things out of the ethers, out of our imagination, we're pulling out of Eve a pool of potentiality. Okay, the 1 is an adjective. What does an adjective do? Modifies nouns. Okay, what is a noun? Person, place, or thing, right? But yes, but we're going to take it a step higher. A noun is a state. A state. Now let's go back to the front side here, the tree of life. You have 1, the crown, would be the modifier. And 2 through 10 would be states, because that's what these are referred to, or emanations of the 1. They are states, and these states have names: understanding, wisdom, severity, mercy, splendor, victory, the kingdom, as we go down the tree. Pursue not things as in trinkets, but pursue states when you're manifesting. Pursue beauty. Pursue victory. And then what you do is you take that word and you rip that word apart. Understand, because what you're trying to do is you're connecting. Language is a container of ancient man's thoughts, realities, spirituality, All of those things are contained in language. It's a container. His or her symbolism, it's all contained in language. That's why we go through the purpose of etymology is you're trying to get closer to something older's mind. What was really going on? Okay. When you break down a word, by you taking the time to do that, you get closer to the actual energy of the word. And now you're not manifesting based on the surface, you're manifesting from a deeper level, from a knowing of a deeper knowing of what you're using. And you want it to not be relegated to just things, trinkets. Everybody else trying to do trinkets and things. And, I want me a man. I want me a new home. If you want you a relationship, why don't you manifest love? Why don't you manifest victory? Victory coincides with Venus. Well, Venus means the actual thing, the thing itself, which is love, desire. Manifest that, because maybe you have not really dealt with loving yourself. But you want you a man, or you want you a woman, but you really ain't manifested love of yourself. So manifest the state instead of the thing. The thing you want is love. And leave it at that one word and be open to how it comes so that you can manifest the relationship. 4, Manuka. Manuka is, when we think of Manuka, we think of honey, the good honey, with the healing properties, the good honey, Manuka. Okay, it turns out that's really a Cometian or Egyptian word, Manuka. Okay, and it actually would be Manuk. 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 Okay, and Manuk is at the end of the word nook. Nook coincides with this symbol again, the Ankh, because the Ankh is the Anuk. Look, Ankh. Ankh is Anuk. Okay, just remove the vowel. You have Nook, Anuk. Okay. Man, the root of it, MN. This is a dynamic root, a lot of stuff attached to it. That is the root of the word manifestation, man. So in one sense, man refers to hand. Okay. Manure, management, manipulate, hands. Okay. That MN also refers to man as a race, the race of man, the race of Adam, man. It refers to the moon. Now, when we talk about the moon, we're now talking about water. Here we go again, water. And remember, the Ankh is the same as Venus, where spirit combines with matter. Spirit is fire. Matter is water. Okay? So here's the science hidden in just our alphabet. Here's an arc, right? At the top, we have A, B. And we know Abba is the Father. So there's the fire at the top. At the bottom of the arc, we have M and N, because I'm reading it from right to left. And this is ma, ma. This is the feminine. This is the water. Okay. Triangle pointing down. That's the feminine. So to make sense of this, the M and the N, separate or conjoined, form the framework of hundreds of words relating to the condition of spirit, energy when immersed in water. Energy when spirit energy, I should say, when immersed in water. And what is the purpose of it? For Manuk, life. Thus, we get the word Manuk, Manuk. And that word Manuk means firm, stable. Once again, we come back to making something. Thus, we see the correlation with the potter. The potter is looking to make something. Manuk. So it is part of our destiny in this physical container to make something. Manifestation is not something that's just woo, all out there. It is your birthright because you manifest it anyway. You are creating some man, hand, festus, holy day. You're making festivals, rituals, arrangements. Some of us, we make being poor holy. We manifest it. We, with our hands, make holy being poor. We make being sad holy, manifest, manifestus. We make being without. We make being powerless holy. We manifest it. So manifestation is not like it's something that's like, oh, it's just, I'm going to show you how to pull this rabbit out of hat. It's not that. This is actually very, this is a Heros Gamos conversation. The Heros Gamos represents the masculine and feminine sides of the brain coming together in one sense. What we're talking about is something that is rational and irrational at the same time, circular and linear at the same time. Meaning, I've written out this very well-written, if I might say myself, well-written document, okay? 15 pages, with, grammatically correct and blah, 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 and explaining the information. And so that's the rational side, the linear. But in the midst of that, the stuff I'm talking about to a person who's ultra rational would seem like, oh, that's, I don't know about all that. That's some of that fairy tale, blah, blah, blah. So what it is, we're talking about marrying two things. That's Manuk. That's the challenge of Manuk, and make something with it. Okay. Number 5. On earth as it is in heaven. When the full moon was approaching in Virgo, about a week and 2 weeks ago, this is also why our children were on spring break. We set this goal that we wanted things in order, my wife and I. So she got our closet in order. She got the little closet in the under the steps in the guest bathroom in order. And we together went out and tackled the garage. And I went crazy. I went out and bought the shelves that you can put together. I bought 3 of them, put those together. We threw stuff away. We took stuff to the shelter, the giveaway, I'm so happy about the garage is in order. Okay. And what it was is we were trying to act out the Virgo motif, the Virgo energy. We were acting it out, because Virgo wants to sift through things in a very detailed fashion to create order or perfection. And so we've been wanting to get this garage in order for like 3.5 years. And it was just like, go do it. Perfect. Go ahead and make something perfect. That's what perfect is. Go ahead and make something. Go ahead and do something. And so we did the Virgo aspect of putting things in order, cleaning out things. That's on a mundane level. On a deeper level, it does something to you subconsciously to have order around you. And what it does is make you more receptive to something new coming in. In the chart, Virgo is opposite Pisces. Pisces can be very scattered energy because it's dissolving. Virgo wants to go and sift through things and have all the details, and is very technical and detail oriented in its approach. This was acting out the balancing of those two polarities. One thing that can make your creativity soar is order. You think you creative in chaos? Imagine how creative you can be when you have some order around you. So even though the full moon in Virgo has passed, this is something that needs to be done, period. Before you start working to manifest something that you want, that you consciously want to pull to you, you have to prepare the vessel. And you'll see there's a section in here about preparing the vessel in this document. You got to be ready. How am I going to cook some greens in a pot that's dirty? How am I going to bake a cake in a dirty pan? How am I going to get the best rising effect in a dirty oven? I have to prepare the vessel to do the work that I want or to receive. Keeping in mind that 2022 is a year of birth, bearing something. So it's interesting in Kabbalah that the sphere of number 3, Binah, is referred to as Alma, the mother. But in Binah, that Alma is referred to as the barren mother. Everything, there's nothing there. She's barren. It doesn't seem like this. It doesn't seem like there's any potential of fruit being born. And so there's this thing of emptying out to make room to receive, because after Binah, number 3, you have Hesed, number 4, which is mercy, which is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is about gifts. So there's this absence, and then there's a gift, which shows that space needs to be made. There needs to be space voided out so that something can be received. And when you do the physical act of straightening up your environment, you are subconsciously triggering the space to receive something new, something better, something desired. Number 6, Be sure that it's your season to manifest what you're looking for and be in flow. Okay, here's the thing. I got a whole thing in this document about Saturn, because Saturn is usually not considered to be mystical. But Saturn is quite mystical, because just from the standpoint of any arrangement or ritual you're looking to enact, it needs to be done within the right cycle or time period, which is the realm of Saturn. Okay. Be sure again, let me read this again. Be sure that it's your season to manifest what you're looking for and be in flow. Twelve years. 12 years that leads up to where I'm at right now. 12 years of toil, 12 years that some of those years involved loss. That 12-year cycle. In the midst of that cycle, we had the North Node in Scorpio, which rules elimination. So within this 12-year cycle, there was this experience of loss, elimination. So that can be very, very uncomfortable and painful. But all of that leads up to now. Understanding that timing is important. There are things I needed to go through and learn, just even to come to having this conversation today. And even getting to the point to feel like I have something to present that is of usefulness. Okay. So I want to conclude with this. Be in flow. Now, when we think about flow, we're thinking about water. Be in flow. Now, water is something super mystical, super mystical. It's we could say it's the element behind the elements. Let me tell you why. In astrology, we have something called modalities. I'm just going to write short. I'm going to write mode for modalities. Okay. And the three modalities are cardinal, C for cardinal. Well, I'll at least write card. F for fixed. Well, we'll write it out. And then mute for mutable. Now, cardinal energy, that would be Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Cardinal energy is of the nature of fire because it starts something, okay? Combustion. Fixed energy is of the nature of earth because it is where things congeal. Mutable energy is of the nature of air because it is something learned, okay? Something learned, something changed. Air, because air can change directions so quickly. Now, there's an element here that's not part of this triad. It's water. This is one of the secrets of the zodiac. The zodiac has the elements represented in the three modalities and one not, which suggests that that element is the actual tethering of the zodiac. what happens is that everything continuously moves. They flow. We flow from Pisces season to Aries season, whether we want to or not. We're going to move. We're going to flow. The planets are going to flow from one sign to the other. We're flowing from one epoch to another. So it would be wise understanding that this is a reality that we cannot avoid. Although there are certain energetic attempts to thwart the movement of time and cycles, it cannot be done. So it is wise, number 6, that in our approach to manifesting, that we would remain fluid and flow and be like water. And really, that's what a lot of this has been talking about, being like water. You know, when we're manifesting a state instead of stuff and things, it's an attempt to be in flow. Instead of me manifesting a trip to Madrid, maybe I should manifest the freedom to move about and explore. And that might just lead me to North Dallas. But the thing is, this kind of ties in, and I'm speaking from experience, because I'm a Sagittarius rising. And I want to say this, just put myself on the line. I'm a Sagittarius rising, okay? So Sagittarius is long distance vision. The glyph of Sagittarius is this. It's an arrow. You don't shoot an arrow just to land in front of your feet. The arrow is designed to project far away from where it is projected, or to strike far away from where it's projected, or it's shot. So there's an expectation with Sagittarius. Now look at the word. This is dealing with vision. This out, as in out there, vision out there. Okay. I've had to learn to kind of subdue my expectations. Okay. Because the other side of expect, and I'm going to say this has more to do with Gemini, it's inspect, close vision. So it is important to pay attention to what is around you and in you, as in yourself. And to not get bogged down with expectation looking too far. Although Sagittarius has its place and its time, it's important to create a vision. But that long distance to get there involves a lot of little short travel in between the actual journey. Being in flow allows us to be more inspective, making up a word, and not overly expective. Hope that makes sense. I don't this is an attempt to take this subject of manifestation and to ground it. Because the North Node is in Taurus, and Taurus is security in what I have. Okay. And as things threaten more security in what I have, we have, collectively, then you will see a lot of I have the secret type of energy. And when security is threatened, it's a natural response, survival response for people to try to make sure they can secure their reality, to sell the idea of I have this secret. The approach I'm taking here is one to show that, yes, we do have the power to manifest, but it does not involve skipping steps. It does not involve chopping wood and carrying water. Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. So this is just a brief little foray into this document, Manifestation Made Simple. And I think it is very much, I don't think I know, it's very much worth your while to take a gander at this. I'm going to show you something real quick. Internet is lagging. Come on. Okay. You can go here, 720 Astrology. Go over here to products. Bam. Click that. Manifestation Made Simple, $19.99. Soon as you make your purchase, it'll be there for download for you. And there you go. Hopefully this has been view stream on YouTube. Hopefully this has been edifying for you all. I appreciate you all tuning in. And as always, stay down till you get up. When you get up, stay down. And we shall chat again on the top side. Peace.